Hello everybody, today we are going to learn how to make a simple Earth and Moon using Blender 2.7. And before you start, make sure that you have all the settings accordingly. You can go to your user preference. And if you do not have a numpad, which is pretty common for a laptop, choose in input and emulate your numpad. In Blender, it's possible for you to navigate using your trackpad. However, I don't really recommend that. So I recommend you to have a 3-button mouse. And the other thing that you need to pay attention on is the render setting here. Make sure it is the cycles render. So make sure you have that ready. And if you want to use this as your default setting, remember you can save startup file. And now, by default, when you open Blender, you will see this cube. We don't need it. So just right click on it to select on the object and press delete. Okay, now you don't have anything on your working space, so go and add an object by Shift A, and under mesh you can take a sphere. This is what you have now. To rotate your viewpoint, just click on the middle button on your mouse and then move it around, just like this. And then if you want to zoom in, just scroll in and scroll out. We are going to open another window. So how should you open another window? You can go to the corner here and your cursor will change into a plus. Click on it and drag it, and you basically open another window. You can open it vertically or horizontally. As long as you can find this icon over here at the corner, you can create a multiple window. But how if you don't use it anymore and you want to close it? So let's say you can join it when it's in the same size. For example, when you see this icon, right click using your mouse, join area, and then arrow will appear, and then you can choose where do you want to join it. For example, I join it up, and then I want to join this small one, join area to this side. Modify the view, basically make it, no, this one is for the, make it bigger or smaller. Now we have two windows, and the function of these two windows is because we can view it differently in Blender. Like for on the left window, now I want to change it into the edit mode, which you can do by pressing tab. Over here, I want to change how it will be viewed. So open this icon over here. This is for this window. Open this icon and then choose UV or image editor. So now you will see it this way. We want to unwrap this sphere so we can put texture on it. So basically unwrapping is making this 3D surface into a 2D. So how are we going to do it is just by pressing U, and then the UV mapping option will appear. Since it's a sphere, we can just choose sphere. Other function works differently on different shapes. Projector. So as you can see here, it is transferring the shape from 3D to 2D. We want to paste the texture of the earth. Please look for the open icon. So we are going to import an image. Make sure you already have an image, or you can download in Google. To be organized, create a folder so everything will be there. I choose this earth texture. You can see that it's really big. You can just zoom out. And here it is. If you have a normal pattern, you can just scale it by pressing S and then just use your mouse to pull in and out. However, since earth have some parts that should not be missed, we cannot make it too small like this, for example. It will exclude some of the parts. Once you got the right size, make sure you left click on it to lock it, and then we can modify the area. We're gonna minimize this window because we don't really need it at the moment, and we are going to zoom in here because we need to fix some stuff. If it's orange, everything is orange like this, means all of this area are selected. And now we just going to select some of the lines. So just right click on one of the dot. To move this, you can hold shift and then right click on your mouse and you can move it around. Right click the corner, right click it, and then left click it to lock it. Right click and left click. So just keep on doing this. I think I will just make the scale a bit smaller. If you want to scale everything, as you see that it's not all selected, press A on your keyboard several times if it doesn't work in the first place. And then let's scale it a little bit. Just a little bit. So we don't have to do a lot of adjustment. Press G and then it will move. But remember to left click to lock it. Oops, I haven't left clicked. Okay. Now I just need to change a bit. As you can see here, I don't really need to modify a lot. Click again. Just pull things in because it's the corner anyway. Just drag it in. Okay, now we have all in, and next we are going to put it into the sphere. This is actually not inside yet. If you see the rendered version, it's still the same. Okay, some of the option might not be visible. That's why you need to drag it, because this is supposed to be the end. It's like the bouncing ball logo. Now over here, choose the material, which look like a sphere as well, and then we are going to create a new one. And you can open the preview to have a better view. So as you can see here is empty. I'm just going to open the preview and the surface. Over here, we are going to change the color. So if you want to put just a color or text, some other preset texture, you can choose it. Now we are going to put the image. So select image texture, click on the icon, or you can click open and look for the file. Double click on it. And as you can see on the preview, we can change this into the material. Ta-da! So now you have the texture of the earth on the sphere. Just like that. Now we can go back to the object mode and we can close this. Right click, join area. So you join it to the other one. Okay, so now you have your world, your earth. However, as you can see here at the edge is a bit bumpy. You can actually make it smoother by choosing the Modifier, Add Modifier, and choose Subdivision Surface. So if you add here, for example 2, as you can see the difference with either if you add it or not. Basically for the moon, it's exactly the same way.
Thank you for watching the video. So that's the end of the part 1 of this video. Please watch the part 2 to learn how to make the moon and setting up the light. And also you will get to learn how to export the file into an image. See you then.